What's going on, miners? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all staying healthy, having a great day. Today we're going to do some upgrades on the crypto mining trailer since it's all shut down and we have the time to do it. So if you guys are into that, let's do it. Alright, so I just had to clean up all the mess I had in front, my barrels and stuff. I was doing some yard work. But anybody that hasn't seen the crypto mining trailer yet, this is the solar section of the trailer. I do have a video on doing this, and I will be doing a complete video walkthrough of the wiring and all that once I get the other batteries in. That's the only thing I'm waiting for. Now, I have my iPolo completely running off of solar right now inside this part of the trailer. Over here in the back part, we have a bunch of GPUs, 130 to be exact. I actually did take them all out of these frames, so this frame stack is completely empty. My Jazz miner is the only thing in here running. I do have some mini Doges back there that are all off as well. But today in this video, I want to focus on cutting open this wall and this wall to add some bigger intake vents right here that are actually going to be filtered. They're going to be just about double the size and a little wider, so I'm super excited about this. Let's get into my garage. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so over here in the garage. All right, so let's see what I got right here that we're going to be upgrading the trailer with. So I have some Rhino-Line spray. This is the Gorilla waterproof patch and seal. Basically like Rhino-Liner, same exact thing, rubberized spray. I was thinking about doing that on the floor, but I might end up just taking this gym mat stuff that I actually have in my garage. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. You guys can let me know in the comments below. But for now, the main focus is obviously these filters and these new gable vents I just found. Shout out to Lowe's for having sick gable vents. I was kind of shocked when I found them. I have some sealant that I'm going to be putting on top of them once we mount them to the outside. And as you guys might see, I already cut a filter and put it in between this guy right here. So these are 20 by 26 vertical gable vents, and this is going to get mounted right to the outside of the trailer. Let's run over there quick. I want to show you guys what it looks like. All right, so looking at the size of this one versus those, this one's quite larger. My only concern is the actual airflow that's going to be able to come through the filter that is in between this setup here, because obviously filters are going to impede the airflow. It's not going to allow it to come through as easy as these, but it's going to keep my cards way cleaner. And then on top of it, I don't know if you guys noticed, I got some spray foam. Looking right here, I was wondering why my trailer was getting so dirty. There is a gap right here on the top of the trailer that I'm gonna completely isolate with spray foam, because the wind coming in from here, even though I have a screen here to catch all the bugs and all that, it's going up the channel in between the plywood and directly out the top, which totally sucks. And then also, I zip taped this thinking it was maybe just the crack because I have a missing piece of Luan here, because this is hollow right to the outside where the filters are, but then again I realized up top is that gap. So we're gonna spray foam that entire thing. I'm gonna get all these rigs out of here into my garage because they all need to be cleaned up. This needs to be removed entirely, and then we can start cutting things. So let's get to it. All right, so that was brutal. Sorry you guys could still hear the Jazz miner, but this is what I want to show you guys. See all the dirt right here? Like this would come through up and over the wall, like I was saying about that gap, because these exhaust fans are so strong. When I had two of them on, it would pull so much air that it would just basically rip right up the wall and out. And that's why all this dirt and random crap's in here. So I gotta clean all those octominers out, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So anyways, we're gonna get back to the task at hand today, which is adding these two vents here and then the other two that I have in the garage on the other side. So again, I'm gonna unscrew this, and then I need to unscrew the bolts that are going up this run, probably to this one, I think. And then I got like one or two in here, and I think that's it. But yeah, we gotta do that. So I'm just gonna set the camera back. We're gonna disassemble this, get this metal cut, get these things mounted, and go from there. All right, so this should work good. I put screws everywhere I could. The only section I really can't is like right here. There's nothing because I cut it out for those previous 3 vents, which really sucked, to be honest. So now I need to put the filters in, but before I do that and put the covers on, I'm gonna silicone all of this and all of these screw holes so nothing leaks through, especially all this needs to be all silicone. So this stuff right here is what I'm going to use. It is a 7 times stronger waterproof silicone. This is made for windows and doors, stuff like that. You guys may have seen me use this on the top of the solar section of the trailer. So let me get this all gooped up and we'll go from there. Alright, so everything is now siliconed and sealed up. Should be good to go. Now, inside, obviously, I'm going to have to do some work here. We got to cut the plywood to make it big enough to accept all that airflow. But as you guys could see before, there wasn't too much air coming through that little section. And again, those fans are just way too powerful for what it was. So let's get these filters back in here. And then we will get inside, remove the plywood, and go from there. That looks so much better than it did. And I'm pumped that the water's not going to be able to get behind it, obviously, with all the silicone. Water might splash on this, but I think I might grab some drip edge, like the stuff you put on the edge of a roof. And I might put just like a little thing right here, zip it to the wall, and then caulk over that. But is what it is. I mean, for now, that looks great. All right, let's get in here and actually start ripping this apart now, because I need to get this situated. And on top of cutting this hole right here, what I'm going to do is actually soundproof this entire wall inside here, like all the way around, as much as I can, because I have a bunch of that acoustic foam left over from my old studio. So I'm going to utilize it in here. That's why I need to fill up all the gaps and make sure there is no dust coming through anywhere, because I don't want it to stick to all that crap. So let me get this all disassembled. All right, so now that we got this all situated, as you guys can see, the lights coming through here. That means it's obviously just going to filter and still allow the air in. And what's nice about these filters is you can actually remove them, rinse them off, let them dry, and then reuse them. So whatever. Anyways, this spray foam right here, this is for windows and doors. This stuff doesn't put outwards pressure on wood or things like that. So I'm going to be spraying up here, like I already mentioned. And I'll probably just do it all the way down, which is half the reason I took the rigs out of here. I didn't want this stuff getting anywhere, because you get this on anything, it's like impossible to get off. All right, so I gotta make sure I don't get this stuff on my camera, but we're going to spray up here. All right, so this channel has now been spray foamed up on the top. I need to let it harden, then I can kind of shave it flat. This is really the only section that I need to make sure I spray foam good, and over here as well. Now this steel, the spray foam apparently doesn't like to stick to it, so I'm gonna have to go around and fill in the gaps. I ran out of spray foam down there. So guys, overall I'm pretty happy with this intake right here that we just put in. Now I need to do the same thing to the other side. Obviously these need to be removed. Need to replace it just like that. Obviously cut the plywood, same deal. And then what I'm going to do is take this acoustic foam, and I'm actually going to line this wall and this wall all the way up and all the way back to kind of deaden the sound that's coming from inside this trailer. Not that it's super necessary, but I do have a bunch of this left over that has like random holes in it and stuff. As you can see, I've already screwed through some of these. It's not something I'm gonna put on the wall in my studio. I've already screwed these to the wall in my old studio. We're gonna repurpose them in here. I think it'll look pretty cool. As long as we can keep the dust out of this place, we should be in good shape. So I wanna show you guys real quick how I cut this filter in. So this is the washable filter. Again, I will leave all this stuff in the Amazon store as best as I can anyways for these filters. And then these, I think you're gonna have to get at like Home Depot or something, because Amazon, honestly, they're a little too expensive. So now what I do is just take the filter, I'll stuff it in the corner and make sure it's straight. And then what I'll do is take a razor blade and just ride it down the edge inside to cut all around, and then it'll give you that L-shaped piece of filter right there. So let me do that right now. And then you have a perfect filter. That's all she wrote. Now we can go mount these on the other side, get this trailer all set. And there it is. We have this side complete, and on top of that, check it out. I ended up putting that acoustic foam all the way around. I had a couple stacks of this in my garage that was just gonna be thrown out anyways, because prior I actually had holes in this from screwing it to the wall in my old studio. So what I did was I just reused the screw holes, screwed this all back in. I think it'll be pretty cool. It'll hold out some of the heat, obviously insulating the, you know, the outer walls, and also it'll keep the octominer noise down a bit. I think I'm gonna do this back wall as well, just like inside the panels there, to keep it, you know, a little more noise proof, I guess. But overall, I'm pretty happy about this. So now all we have to do is get these octominers all cleaned up and obviously reinstalled into the trailer. I'm not going to do that today, but we're going to be stripping these down all week basically and getting these things cleaned up. I'll do a couple live streams with you guys out here, and then also, like I mentioned before, I did get my other 5 octominers in. I do need to get these all opened up, make sure there's no damages to them with the shipping companies. They're just a little brutal on shipping these things over. And then I want to install all of my GPUs that I have here, and then I have a full table of GPUs downstairs that need to be deshrouded, so you guys will be watching me do that as well. But guys, as always, I appreciate you all for watching. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe on the way out, and I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace out.